So before I get into the bulk of the video, I want to respond to a lot of people who are like, "Oh, this league is crap. Oh, this league is shit." I got my kids in front of me. That's why I'm spelling it. But really, really, you know, let's just take let's take this example, okay? Imagine you were in some sort of trade, some sort of business, whatever your specialty is, okay? You stop doing that for 2 to 3 years, and then you're asked to go back and finally do it. Maybe you take a year off, 6 months, 8 months, whatever the time frame may be, and then you're asked to go perform at the highest level possible to do that job. How well do you think you will perform that job coming back from a hiatus? All these guys, yes, they've had a little bit of practice time. Yes, they played some preseason games, but this is their first real football action in a couple years, or at least a year. Maybe a couple months, whatever it is. And it's the first time a lot of these guys have played a game together. How well do you think they're going to perform? The fact that we saw as good as football as we did is surprising. Yes, I know the San Antonio Commander Fleet game wasn't that good. The Birmingham Iron largely dominated that game against the Express today, and I'll get into it. And yes, the Apollos blew out the Legends, but what kind of football did you guys think you were going to see? Some spectacular NFL playoff football? A lot of you guys who are saying, "Oh, this is, crap football," you didn't even give it a shot. You didn't even give it a play. I was looking at some of these people saying it's crap football 2 minutes into the San Antonio Commanders game. You didn't know how that game was going to turn out. You're just like, it's not the NFL. That's what it is. That's why you guys don't like it. It's not the NFL. It's not high scoring. Throw the bomb down the field. 15-yard flag for hitting the quarterback. And what kind of football did you expect? I'm happy the football we got because I don't have any football in my life until September and August when college and pro football starts. I'm happy to have this league, and I'm going to support this league, and I'm going to support the Birmingham Iron. And I want to give a shout out to Christy Entertainah for actually doing that game today, live streaming it. He did a hell of a job. So I'm going to leave a link to the description to his channel. Most of you are sub from him, but some of you are not. Go check his channel out. Now let's get into the Birmingham Iron. I got to give kudos to Luis Perez. Despite the drops on his team, and there were a lot, Patton dropped the ball a lot today. I'm going to butcher this name. Ambe Adatuo dropped the ball a couple times today. These are balls that these guys should have caught. But Luis Perez looked solid today. Great. Against not a bad Express defense. Now they broke down toward the end of the game, but let's face it, the Express offense had nothing going. Hackenberg was all sorts of bad today. And he was plagued by some drops. And I've obviously got to give it to the Birmingham defense. I mean, they stood strong today. They really were like iron. The cornerback Summers had a tipped pass, intercepted. Massaquoi had a sack and was all over the field today. I believe that's a former Brown standout. And then the linebacker Brown had a decent day as well. Made a couple hits in the backfield. But overall, the Birmingham day, dominant. Trent Richardson didn't have his best rushing day. He rushed for 56 yards. He had 2 touchdowns and about a 3-yard average. It wasn't that great. But, he scored when he needed to, so that's all I can say. I really do like Luis Perez. Honestly, I'll be shocked if he stays in the AAF after this year. Yes, I know it's one game, and he's got 9 more games to play, plus if they make the playoffs, however more games in that one. But right now, Luis Perez looks like the real deal, guys. And I don't know. I could be wrong. I got to give it more time. But a lot of people are going out and giving this guy kudos. But obviously, there's 9 more games to play. He looked solid today. And I'm looking forward to seeing what I have to see from the Birmingham Iron. It was a blog game. I wish it was a little bit more, a little closer. Also, guys, I know everybody noticed it. Anybody who did watch the game, there was nobody at that stadium. And I kind of feel bad for Joe Pendry because he went out and said, the Alabamans really like to support your football team. Well, Alabamans, where are you? Support your football team. You got no pro team. Yeah, I guess the Alabama Crimson Tide can consider to be a pro football team, but let's face it. This is the closest thing you're going to have to a professional football team in Birmingham. Go out and support that team. Now, I expect the football as a whole to be cleaned up weeks after. Guys are installing their offense. This is their first game. Give it a couple weeks, guys, before you really start making your decision on this league. I know I'm going to sit there and watch the Birmingham Iron week after week after week, and I'm going to watch other games. Also, shout out to Bad Dog. He's going to do the Stallions and Arizona Hotshot game tonight at 8 o'clock. Hopefully I can upload this video by then, but it's getting to the 6-minute range. So, guys, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. What did you guys think about the game? What do you think about the AAF? This has been One Giant Rebuttal, and go Birmingham Iron!